I hope you're okay today. We talked about fasting yesterday, why we should fast, what we need to do to prevent temptation to eat, and the need for us to fast for our spiritual growth and for longevity. When we eat, it's not only for the pleasure of the food that we eat. Food helps us. We like food because of the textures, because of pleasure. We go out to socialize, we eat. We do all manner of things because we just like enjoying our food. Food is not for pleasure. Food is not for calories. But food has information that it carries. That is why we'll have different kind of food. We'll have the proteins, we'll have the carbohydrates, we have fats, we'll have all those stuff. We'll classify fruits and vegetables and all that because each one of them carry a different information, and our bodies have a way to respond to the information that the food carry. When we stop eating, from 0 to 4 hours, there are changes that happen in our body. Although we don't see it, but we actually know that something is happening. Like when you eat, you see a bit of heat in your body, and after eating, sometimes you feel like you want to go and ease yourself because you know that something has happened in you. So I want to talk about the stages, and maybe that will make you think twice of how often you put food in your mouth. It's not eating that is the problem. The problem is how often we put food in our mouth. We need to give our body time to digest what we have eaten. We need to allow our body to rebuild, rest, and then get rid of what it needs to get rid of. When you have a car and you use it every day, it runs down, it breaks so easily. Same with our body. Our body is a strong machinery that God has given to us to live on this planet Earth. We are not our body, but we need this body to function well. We need this body to do things that God wants us to do. So when we eat food between 0 to 4 hours, we have a lot of sugar in our body because whatever you eat goes into sugar for the body to use to give you the energy and help you to do what you need to do during the day. So as you eat between 0 to 4 hours, the food is broken down. There's a lot of sugar in the body, and because there's a lot of sugar in the body, there is this enzyme that is activated. Remember that food carry information, and this information activates this enzyme. One of it is the one that everybody knows. It calls insulin. The function of insulin is to tell the body, look, a lot of sugar is coming in here. What do we do with this sugar? Then it will tell the body, store this one here and store the other one there. So one of the areas to store this food is our liver. When this food is stored away in our liver, it's called glycogen. So it will be there, and when there is still excess sugar, when the glycogen stores are filled up, then it stores it away in our cells as fat. The one that is stored in the liver, you can easily access it. It's just like putting your food in the fridge and putting your food in the freezer. The ones in the fridge is the one that you can access easily. Just like when you put your food in the fridge. If you want to eat something in the evening, you don't put it in the freezer, because if you put it in the freezer, by the time you break it and defrost it and that, if you are hungry, you will really be hungry. So you put it in the fridge for easy access. And the one that you put in the cells as fats is the one that you cannot easily access. You only get to that when the ones in the free ones that are running in your body has finished, and the one in your liver has finished. Then you go to the fats. So the more you eat, the more it stores it away, and the more it stores it away, the more you get bigger and bigger and bigger. It is not really what you are eating, but the number of times you eat. Some people eat, that is, they eat indiscriminately. They are eating in the morning after the breakfast, they drink mid-breakfast, they are eating another thing. Before you know, before lunch, they've eaten another one, and they call this snack, and they snack and snack. As you're snacking, the insulin level is going high and it's storing it away. And as it's storing it away, you're gaining weight. So when it stores it away, if it's not doing us any harm, we'll say, okay, let's eat now. But the problem is, the more it stores it away, the more it brings a lot of issues to you. High insulin level leads to inflammatory markers to go high. These inflammatory markers are the ones that causes you pain, arthritis, and you have high sugar level causes diabetes, you have gout, you have bloating, you have you have so many things because of high insulin level. Because another thing insulin does is it leads to retention of water. The water in your body is being retained when the insulin level is high, and that causes you swelling and all that. So this is what happens between 0 to 4 hours. Now, between 4 to 16 hours, another phase comes. Because between 4 to 16, now the sugar level in your body is coming down. You don't have another thing coming into your body. So what your body will do is, insulin level will be down. So your body will say, there is no sugar coming in here, and we need to do our work. What do we do? So what is going to happen now is the glycogen that insulin has stored in the first phase between 0 to 4 hours is now broken down, so that your body will use the glycogen that is stored in the liver to power the body to do what it needs to do. So once the glycogen is being broken down, because insulin level is low, because when the insulin level is high, calories are being stored. In this time, the insulin level is low. Now they can get to the liver, because when insulin is high, it won't let you go to the liver to take anything because it's there. But when it's low, you can now get to the glycogen. Another hormone will now go to the glycogen to say, we don't have any sugar here, and you need this body to function. Now the glycogen that was stored when you were eating is now broken down, so that you have the energy to do what you need to do. And because now the insulin level is low, now the water retention will be reversed, the salt that is contained will be reversed, and all those inflammatory markers will be lowered. And when all these things happen, when the retention is low, that means if you have any bloating or swelling in your body, it goes down. You have blood pressure, because most times it's because of high salt, it comes down. Then all the arthritis and every other thing that is painful goes down. And as it's going down, because the insulin is low, the growth hormones comes up, and these growth hormones help to slow down aging, and you look refreshed. Also, it increases the level of testosterone. So you can see that in this stage, if you can be disciplined enough to fast up to 16 hours, this is the benefits that you get from that. And as this is going, as the fats, as the water is going down, that means you're losing weight. Somebody will see and say, you lost some weight, because the water that insulin has been retaining that is making you big is now out of your body, and you look a bit okay. Now, if you can be disciplined to go beyond 16 to 36 hours, then we'll go to another phase. Remember, I said that storage of glucose in the liver and the storage in the cells. At this time now, because the glycogen is running low, now we are going to the cells to break down. Like when there is no food in the house, and you know that you have food in the freezer, you won't leave it there. You go there and say, okay, I'm gonna use this thing and feed myself and feed my family. So that is what happens. Now we are going to the fat cells, and the fat cells are being broken down, and you're going to the muscles and breaking down the proteins. As protein is broken down, remember, food is not coming in. You've used up the glycogen, although there are still some that are floating in the body. So now you're going to the fat cells, they are using the protein are being broken down. As protein is being broken down, the cells will turn around and say, there is no food coming here, and there are cells here that are not really helping. There are the zombie cells, the cells that age you, the cells that make you sick. So the healthy cells will want to turn to those bad cells and eat them up. It's just a matter of survival of the fittest. The stronger one will become stronger. The strong one will retain that hard time, why the weaker ones will die off. This is the idea they use when they use a cancer treatment, you know, the radiotherapy. They'll bombard the bad cells for them to die, and the strong cells will be healthy. So in this case, you're not doing that, but the body is eating on itself. They just do this surveillance thing and say, this one is not helping this cell, this one is not, you need to die, you need to get out, because they want to survive, and they eat themselves. You know, in science what they call it autophagy. So they eat themselves. As they eat themselves, the cells are now rebuilding themselves. When you reintroduce food, the healthy cells that are remaining, that have gone through all this this stress period, they feed on this thing and they lead to rejuvenation. You know, they build themselves up. You look fresher, because what the majority of your cells are healthy. The zombie cells that are causing a lot of issues for you are gone. So fasting till 36 hours has a lot of benefit for you. And in this sense, if I can look at my note, okay, so my note says the body basically feeds on itself. That is a mode of survival of the fittest. It is important to know that when you break your fast, when you fast up to 36 hours or up to 16 to 36 hours, it will be nice for you to introduce good food in your body. Don't just eat anything. Remember, the weak cells are being eaten up. There might still be some of them, they are just dying off. If you put anything that favors them, they'll come back again. So all the things they have done is what? A waste. So it is important what you reintroduce into your body after this long fast. Fruits and vegetables, healthy food will help to build the stronger gut cells and make them stronger and fight off any disease around you. But if you apply all those things that are not good into your body, it will also revive the dying cells. So what you reintroduce after your fast is also important. So it is very, very nice for us to fast. You can see that fasting helps this body. It makes you rejuvenate yourself. You look alive. The healthy cells work better, and the zombie cells, the cells that are not good, will die off and make you look good. The order of your food after fasting is also good. I know you're very hungry. It will be nice for you not to go into carbohydrate and fatty food at the moment. Rather, carbohydrate food mainly. If you have your food, start with protein, vegetables, and all that. It will fill you up and you feed your gut bacteria. This is what I found out, because I really want to shed some fats. And I said, I'm going to find out. And when I saw this, I was so happy. I said, let me share with people. I hope it's helpful. I hope you find it helpful. Try and fast, even if it's 12 hours. It is not good to eat late in the night, because that is when the body is resting to break down all those stuff. Give it some time, at least 16 hours. Very good. When you sleep, depending on when you sleep, if you say, I'm not eating from 10 o'clock, depending on you, depending on how your life works, your schedule of the day, I'm not eating from 10 o'clock. From that 10 o'clock to the next 10 o'clock or 12 o'clock, you can find out that you have a longer time. Just judge from this 0 to 4 to 16 hours and see the benefits you get. It's not even for looking good or looking fabulous, which is not bad anyway, but it's good for longevity. It's good for you to run away from diseases. Pains here and there. Nobody loves pain. I don't like it. I really don't. It's good for us to look at what we are eating. I hope this is helpful. Thank you for listening. Thank you for watching. Tomorrow, or next time I'll put the video, I'll put down the importance of fasting and the summary of what we have learned so far on victorious living in 2024, health number 3. God bless you. NGO winning ways. Cheerio. God loves you. Bye.